Hello and welcome to another stream. We're gonna cast the Division 1 playoffs. So we're gonna see who's gonna be in the top division in next Tarnished Deathmatch season. And we're gonna do it together with Lucky Carms. I'm gonna unmute for now. He's still muted, but you can maybe hear me. Hello, Lucky.
Hello, hello. How's it going?
Good. Scared of Yomi in 2 seasons?
Yeah. Man, he looks so good. I'm excited for him in the future.
So a little bit of recap maybe before we go into this one. KD had a bit of a hard time in Division 1A. He got 5 points, so he got some game wins, but didn't manage to win a set there. Really hard competition, and because there were some dropouts in Div 1B, it was decided that the kind of last 2 spots that automatically get relegated are Trappy and Keller. So then the spot to play relegation is logically the one who did the one who comes next, which was KD, who was last in Div 5, Div 1A. And
Perfect. I was wondering what all that meant exactly with all the DQs.
yeah, I mean, there's 2 people automatically going down, and then there's the 4th places were supposed to play the playoffs, right? So I think it just made sense the 2 went down. We had like, I don't know, I think Turfox listed 8 options of how we could do it. But Tom and me just said before he even listed them, yeah, well, that's the only logical solution, isn't it? And then Turfox listed 8 options, and there was a big vote, and everybody voted for this solution.
Yeah, I think this makes sense.
I'm usually on the same page as Turfox. Things like complex, ordered decision process, but I think there was some merit to Tom just deciding things on the gut that time.
Yeah. I'd forgotten there was so much movement between Division 1 and 2. But I guess it makes sense because there's like 2 Division 1s, kind of.
It's always complex. It was also complicated last season. Let's very quickly look at Division 2 because I don't want to look too long at it. But Backyback did really, really good. He was in top form this season and I think rightfully earns the chase for playoff here. Not quite as beastly as Ulla. It's also kind of fantastic. Besides, if you don't look at the results, looking at Div 2 is kind of fantastic. Because it's so many games that everything was played. I mean, we totally are the overachievers of scheduling. Like 6-player divisions and every set has something in it.
That's
true.
true.
That's how every division should look. I'm not showing the divisions on my channel, as always, but well, nothing to see here. Besides Backyback in 2, you can ignore the rest. And this was 1A.
Yeah, Backyback played really well. He had the best result against Ula by quite a bit, I think, right?
Did he beat Ula? I haven't seen everything.
Or did Ula lose one set? Did Ula lose one set? He did, right? Can't remember who it was that beat him.
I think he maybe lost to Boom. I haven't seen some sets, so I don't want to look too close at the scores because I still want to catch your VOD of the Div 2 sets. And I haven't had time for it yet.
But yeah, I'm excited for this one. Should be fun.
And KD, I don't know how well he looked at the maps, right? We saw him aggro, not knowing the map, not taking the castles. Becky definitely has trained a lot more, so that should be his shot.
Hopefully he picks Akure as well, if he's been paying a lot of attention.
Oh, if KD should do anything, he should ban it after that experience, probably. Or, I don't know, maybe bother to learn it in the meantime. You want to start the map draft?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go.
You get to pick one, right? Before any bans come in. So I goes for Fez instead. I thought you gotta sneak in the Akure.
Yeah, should have picked Akure. True, KD couldn't even have banned it. Yeah, KD's gonna pick something like Griffin says, I think. Runestones to Serengeti pick or Outcrop.
Makes sense, right?
Maybe. He's thinking quite long though. That's Outcrop.
Okay. I mean, most of these maps have been around, kind of. Like, Joel's is pretty close to some maps we've had in the past and all that kind of stuff too, right? So it's just really these.
I don't disagree. I think Joel's actually plays out completely differently than the water maps we had before.
I guess it can, yeah. Sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes it does. It's true.
Well, at least you play both players very well, and it's about the two sides. And the water is like a smaller element. And yeah, KD gets to ban Accurate. Mistake by Becky not picking it, I think.
Yep. What's your prediction then for this set before we get into civs and whatnot? It's tough to guess.
Yeah, I don't. Depends on the maps. Becky picks Shoals. I think that's good for him.
Hyper random for KD is interesting.
If you didn't prepare the maps, you can always pick hyper random, no?
Oh, true, because you can't prepare for what it is. That's true. And he gets Serengeti at the end as well. So not the worst map pool for KD, probably.
I'm gonna say 3-2 KD.
I was thinking 3-1 KD, but I had forgotten about that Accurate game. I'll stick with 3-1, but Backy might surprise us here.
I'm not even sure. Like, KD's a very good player.
Yes, for sure.
But, like, Becky's also so constant from, like... He played really strong this season.
Yeah, there's a big... It feels like there's still quite a big jump up in level between Div 1 and Div 2, right? Like, KD was up against Frost and Favorite and whatnot, and
honestly,
obviously Division 2 is super strong, but
I've trained a lot with Malda, Favorite, and Zayu. Or like a lot, I haven't trained that much, but from the percentages I've trained. And maybe it's like the bias of nerfs in tournament game, but the like lower low Div 1 players felt easier than the people I had to play in Div 2.
Okay.
Maybe it's training and,
right,
you know, people was less try harder for games, but I got more wins training against the Div 1 people than I got playing in Div 2, so I don't know if there's a big gap.
Alright. Fair enough.
I think Ulla is definitely on a level with like Zion Maida. I think?
Yeah. I'll be interested to see how he looks.
Becky felt quite similar, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Boom, right, I think just countered me, but yeah, let's look at the sis.
Yeah.
You want to count on?
Sure. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, Hazy, you didn't want to co-cast, so I have to.
I know, where'd you go?
Did you ask him?
Working, yeah.
Ah, he's working.
This makes it a little difficult.
Hazy, man, when you have time, you should also co-cast with Lucky. I want to watch you scream. I don't need to be there to watch you scream.
Yeah, I'd be down for more Hazy casts. Co-casts or whatever. Straight
yeah,
cast.
or just cast, you know, straight cast. He has his stream, he has an OBS setup. He can scream enough on his own, he doesn't need us. He's washed, he didn't even make top 4 this season. So Hazy now being washed means he has to become a caster, right? So
true. Everyone knows that the casters either can no longer play or never could. Everyone knows.
Hey, I was good for one season. You wanted to comment on the admin bans, I think.
Yeah, a couple big ones. Spanish, Bengalis, but mostly not the most impactful I've ever seen. Obviously, Huns and Sicilians and stuff are still good, but a lot of middle to bad civs in there as well.
Boo was so underplayed this season, man. Every time they're not banned, people don't pick them. And it never makes sense. Like, I saw so many sets where, like, Boo were open and you had, like, super crap civs only to select with immersion in the pool. Nobody picked Boo. They dominated immersion last season. I have no clue what happened, why nobody's thinking of them anymore.
Did they dominate immersion last season?
Has he lost to them, man?
Or did they get
the famous
picked a lot
streaming
on
game was a
immersion?
Woo win.
Yeah, that's true.
No, they
That's
actually
true.
won a lot.
Okay.
Faster houses and the leg jumps. I mean, the legs were bigger, which was better for them than this season's immersion.
Yeah, for
but,
sure.
Like,
I
really
do
good
think-
loot runs and the fast build with the fast houses is really good.
Yeah, I do think they're underrated a little bit. But I don't know. I'm still not very sold on their land militaries. So I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to know. I don't see them enough to really have a firm grasp on them yet.
Oh yeah, immersion not being picked as much. The stats prove you right by now. Immersion has fallen and is now the least picked map. Less picks than Sunburn and Shoals. Sandbin and Shoals picked up the pace a little bit here. Okay,
Because
it's
they got
one
ruined
game
by
played.
shrinking the ponds down.
Yeah, I
Absolutely
mean,
ruined
Keller
a good
ruined
map.
immersion and then then dodged the season. So hey,
Yeah, I
don't
know.
blame me.
Outrageous.
We didn't want to comply, but two people
Yeah.
can make a storm in a teacup happen, and a lot of admins want to quit adminning. And everybody
All
feels
right.
like we have to do something. I think it was the smart
Try-
solution, though. I like both immersions, actually. I don't dislike the change after the season. Anyways. Chinese
Chinese
event.
were banned at the very end, so not too much left for Shoals out of the best civs. Curious to see what these opening. It should be Berbers, right? And then what else do you draft here? in
I
these
was in
first
Georgians,
percent?
of course. Highest win rates, man.
Okay, Berbers are there, and Georgians are not, surprisingly. But Magyars and Mongols, good picks.
I think
Anyway.
Megas and Mongols are higher picks than Georgians. I do agree with that.
Magyars probably should be. Mongols, I see Mongols so infrequently. Everyone bans them out. They're another civ that I
played them in 2 sets, I think. One was the loss to Becky. Becky beat my Mongols with Bulgarians. That was a bit shameful, but speaks for Becky's skills as he gets the same civ matchup potentially here. And the other one was against Leafs Goth.
They're a bit more map dependent, right? They're not like a Sunburn civ or like a Shoals civ, but
They're
very
great on
good
this
the
map
maps they're
pool
good
though,
on.
right? They're great on Fest,
Yeah.
they're great on Akare, they're great on
Yep.
Serengeti, they're great on Outcrop. They're really good in this map pool. Way
Since
better
when is
than the
Berbers a
third
good
pick of
civ?
Major KD.
I think Berbers have been a good civ forever. Have they not? When were the Berbers not a good civ?
Yeah, I don't remember. Very, very versatile civ. They've been good for a long time. They can always play everything, and they're good at that. They can rush, they can super good late game, they can have one of the best water tech trees.
Yep. Highest, as far as I know, still the highest win rate in the tournament as well, right?
Yep. Are Georgians still
So-
second highest? It was
think
close
so.
between Georgians and Magyars
It was close.
for a while. 68% Magyars right now and 67% Georgians. No, Magyars took over.
Oh.
Magyars are now
Okay.
the second highest win rate, so it makes sense that they were picked before them.
Yeah, true.
Way
They
are
all-
close, by the way. Way are close to that with a 66.67% win rate.
Yeah.
Very
Out of 3
close.
games.
Their top 5 pick win rate. Freaking Andy only statistic, probably, but
Yeah. Yeah. I think
I
2
think
of them are Andy, right?
I think all 3 of them are Andy. He lost to them in the finals, but he won with them in the semis against Favorite, and he used them in the group stage against Ariab. Those were the
Yeah,
3
you're
way
probably right
picks.
then.
It's 100% freaking Andy games on the way. And then
He's
okay,
got the
pick
way
2.
on his back. Yeah, Griffin won one. I thought there was one lower division game that the way won on a on Akure, right?
Oh yeah, it's
Something
5
like that.
games, true. There's 2 more in it. Andy's like 2-1, and then 1 win and 1 loss have to be other people. Yeah, I think
how are
Zeriab
the
lost with them to Malda, and then Griffins win. That's the 5.
How are they at 66 repeating percent if there's 5 games? That doesn't make any sense. Does it? That doesn't work, does it?
Yeah, that should be 2/3. Why is it? It should be 3/5 here, no?
Yeah. Becky has a Hazzy kind of draft. Is that a good thing? Is that a good thing, Hazzy? It's an okay draft.
What the hell? Why does it give me something with inches?
Always the best thing. All right, good. Are you trying to figure out statistics?
Yeah, I could have known that without googling, but it should be 60%. Why is it 66? Nate! They won 3 out of 5. Should be 60%, no?
Yep. It should. Oh wait, no. It's 3 games played, 2 games won.
Oh. But how did Griffin play them then? I'm sure Andy played them 3 times. Ah, it's not wins and losses, it's selections and wins. Ah, okay, now that percentage makes sense.
It is confusing when you scroll all the way down and you can't see the header anymore.
Yeah. But I thought Andy played them. Did Andy only lost with them to Malda? That's one of the losses. Okay. And Andy won with them against Zeriab, and then he played them in the semis. And the finals, there must be at least 4 games. Oh, is maybe Nate's statistic not picking up the playoffs?
Yeah, it might not be counting the playoffs. This might just be for the regular games then. That would make sense. Although
yeah, that must be.
It wouldn't make sense. Like that shouldn't be how he would want it, probably, right? Even though it makes sense that it's doing it that way. I think I prefer KD's draft a bit here, for what that's worth.
Of course you do, it has Dravidians.
Exactly. It's not
but also has Gujaras.
So. I think, like, honestly, these last 4 civs are quite good. Malians and Tatars are okay. They should be fine, but they lose a lot. So I'm a little scared off of those 2 civs. Roman sneaking in at the last pick again is funny. I feel like they last until the end of the draft a lot for how much they win.
But it was cast, Jade. Like, it was during the semis, so there was no way. It was live cast, so... Yeah, I don't want to double cast things.
More casts, the better. Did you watch this series, Otter? I guess that would be
no, not yet.
Final nail in the coffin.
No, I haven't yet, but there's so many people asking me to cast Greg sets right now, and I'm just like, okay, tell me before you play a live set, man.
True, yeah.
Hitman kinda did that for Sunday. It's something I haven't casted. Yeah, I think there's more variability in KD's draft. But there's some strong civs for Becky too.
I have no idea what Becky's going to play on Shoals. Malians, I guess. but I don't know. I don't love that.
True. But he should have good sieves for like Fez and... I don't know. If there's a lot of water, he might be in trouble, yeah, with Hyper Random. As an outcrop, he's got 2000 Magyars, right?
Yeah,
But
I
he has
should feel
too
pretty
many
good about those maps, I think. But
mobile sieves.
I guess you do that. It's like Bulgarians or maybe Teutons for outcrop. Romans for Fez. I don't know what you do for hyper random. Maybe that's a guitar. And just pray.
Not just Magyars and Tatars for Fez and outcrop. Then hyper random you can also play Romans. Or you play Magyars and hyper random and Romans somewhere.
Yeah, I guess there's some variety. There's some choices to make.
But I suppose we're seeing Teutons on Serengeti against Dravidians.
I'm gonna say... Ooh. I'm gonna say Tatars here and against the Vietnamese. Let's go in with some lower picks here.
Alright, let's see. Oh, now it says server maintenance tomorrow.
That makes
so
more
Fire
sense,
wanted
I
to
think.
stream until tomorrow? He's doing a 25 of 27 hour stream?
Maybe, you never know. You never know with that, man. Okay, interesting civ. At least one civ here. I won't spoil it if you're not in the game yet, but...
On my way there, you can say it. We've already guessed.
It is the Magyars against the Britons from Major KD.
Written Tia? I guess he had too many water sieves. But...
Does he? I guess. I still feel like it'd be better elsewhere, but alright.
Yeah, very surprising. Like, he has Kotaros as well. He has, like, everything for sure. It's kind of... He can play all his civs on shorts besides Dravidians and Trojans, so... Thought he played one of them here.
KD utilizes the custom pick mode. That would be so funny. If you just loaded your draft into the custom pick selection and let it pick whatever.
For real? Okay, do we want to be boring and turn Backyback red, or exciting and turn Major KD yellow?
Yeah. Yellow purple seems like a nightmare to me, but I'll follow your lead.
Okay, no, I can turn Backyback. I just like the blue is so generic, so I always feel like it's a personal color to people who aren't red blue, so I usually turn the other color.
Yeah.
But like blue purple is horrible.
Red blue, but yeah, you can't. Yeah, I definitely can't go blue purple. Britain's on this map. Yeah, interesting choice, right?
So what should I turn Major KD into then?
So you want to change both of their colors, or are you trying to leave Backyback purple?
Well, you said yellow. You don't like yellow purple. I wanted to keep Backyback's signature color, so I want to turn Major KD into something. So if you don't like yellow purple, what do you think would be a good combo that we could turn KD into?
We can do yellow purple. It's fine. I don't love yellow because it's harder to see them on the map often, but I'm okay with yellow. I
was just wondering if there's another good combo with purple, and I haven't found it yet. Because gray
really
is gray.
know how
Orange,
I don't
purple.
know how like green works with
Maybe
purple for
green.
colorblind people. Not sure how that. I don't know my colors well enough to know what people can't see.
Want to try green or want to go for yellow?
We can just do yellow. That's fine.
Makes me root for KD, but I'm at 0 seconds.
True. I'm at 2.
I'm ready.
All right, let's go 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, interesting. Not the Civ I expected to see here in the Britons for Major Katie to kick off this battle for Division 1 set against Backyback. But what do you? Am I missing something here that the Britons make sense on Serengeti?
Not really, no. I mean, it was a favorite Serengeti pick back in the days by people like Winchester. I remember, but that was in mirror times, so Winchester wanted to play something against Camrat there, where there was no rush, so he could build up and play late game, because Camrat rushed him in some other mirrors. So in non-mirror, I don't know, I feel like you want more mobility than they have here on this map. Basically like MT Explorer saying in chat as well, and Magyars have that galore. I don't understand the reg start once more. What is it? All these care watches just starting with reg starts these days. Like same as like a hunt reg start. Also feels weird to start with barracks here.
Oh, yeah,
for the Magyars.
The Magyars.
Like you make 3 stables and then you make archery ranges and castles. No, what is the infantry for?
I guess the Britons always start with Halb, right? So maybe Backy's trying to 5-head it. He does
Becky know which Civ he is? Like,
Paladin.
Rex and Siege Workshops? Like, what is this Help Siege Magyars?
Does he think he's Bulgarians? Romans? Not Romans, because he's making champions, I suppose.
It's the same hotkey.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bulgarians would be the same architecture, but you would notice that you can't make crab posts. Oh no, you would not! Because Becky doesn't have a crab post hotkey. Allegedly, at least that's what people said when my set was cast with him and he was making only castles. So maybe that's why I didn't notice he's not Bulgarians, but there's still champions coming out and not two-handed, so I guess the argument would go there too.
Oh yeah, true. I mean, it's a slow start, right? If this goes into a mid-game, Britons probably aren't the worst Civ against the Magyars.
But a slow start, people saying in chat it's for control, but you're actually giving up control against Britons if you do a slow start. You're supposed to have map control with Paladin, because the Britons need to stay in their base and have to make halves instead of champions. Now the Britons get to do exactly what they want to do, infantry and archery units to take control of the hills. This is super perfect for the Britons that there's an infantry start by the Magyars.
Yeah, onagers all go down to the longbows.
And onagers do nothing against Britons. Like even siege onager do nothing against Britons. Becky, can you please play like this when I play you? Like not in the playoffs? Or this the same siege Magyar?
He's still making some paladins, still getting some Magyar SR out on the field. Not a single cav archer for the Magyars so far, which is probably the first time I've ever said that.
I think he's probably afraid that longbows beat Magyar CA, which is not the case. It was played on Meadow a lot some seasons ago, and Magyar Cavacha wrecked longbow. I thought Britons would be good on that map for a while, but Magyars were fine.
Got a couple of good onager hits in that fight, and the cavalry is just pretty strong if there's not enough halb on the field. Why are we making so many champions for KD? I'm so confused. And light cav.
5-head play of Backyback, acting like he's a Helveso Civ, baiting KD into making units that are good against Helveso. I don't know!
Maybe it's working.
I mean,
Pushback
traps
is
are always
happening
helpful
though.
for Britons because they kill rams. So.
Well, yeah, there's no rams though. But I guess in case there was, it's only capped ram.
Yeah,
For the
maybe
Magaris.
both think that Backyback is Bulgarians. It's Bulgarians with
Maybe
a lot of
it's a
paladin and though,
yeah.
so that's a bit better than Cavalier, I guess.
One more good Onager shot, doesn't quite connect.
I mean, KD still has the central hill. Becky's raiding with annoying with these early raids. He does that so well. And
Yeah,
that is stopping a lot of eco, but how much eco do Britons need? I guess they need more food if we're mixing in light cav for some reason, but...
Yeah, they're making champions Halb and light cav, so food is kind of an issue for KD right now. But he does have 73 longbows on the field, which Becky doesn't really have an answer for right now.
No spoilers, Becky.
Full skirm would make more sense at this point. Oh, kind of, it would. Still good raid, 17-1 eco KD in Backy's favor is pretty nice. So he has the economy advantage, but the total population is severely in KD's favor right now. He needs siege. There we go, he deletes villagers? Is that what he just deleted? Like 40 of? I didn't see it.
Yeah. Think so?
But he needs to get the trebs out on the field, so it's actually, even though he doesn't have a ton of villagers, I think that's a good delete, actually.
Yeah, Britons don't need wills. He's making 20 trebuchets. Classic KD again. He did that in the Div 1 games too. And I think he lost the game to it that he otherwise could have won if he didn't do the 20 traps there and just the 10 on chest. But, I mean... He has the other military mass to protect him here. And this... I don't know! Like... Becky has eco and everything. Also, if you're sleepy, don't you just default to a default build and not try to quick up something all too off the meta? I mean, default build would have been fine here.
I think so. Forgot Magaris have... Yeah, sure. Surely he forgot that the Magaris have cav archers. He seems to have, to be fair.
How? It's like the one unit one thinks of, no?
Yeah, you'd think so. I mean, this is terrible. Cavalry into Halb, longbow, and then trying to treb war the Britons is rough, man. Britons are just OP, what can I say? This is why I love the Britons.
Like he's still doing some things. Like he's doing the raids great and everything. He's being very annoying KD's eco, just that Britons don't need eco, especially if they don't lose any units, because they're only fighting for a cavalry composition. Like if there was like this army with CA here, so Britons would lose units, then I think the raids would be more impactful.
This could be a big fight. The infantry's gone. There's longbows, but I'm gonna keep the mass up. Shrubs will get sniped. Longbows might be fine. Yeah. It's a good fight for Backy, considering.
I mean, just full paladin still does work. I like against Britons. Like I remember Malda playing against Keller and me, a lot of full Munaspar players with Georgians, so.
ED goes down to 25 longbows, which is not a lot after 70 or 80 he had earlier. Still has trebs, but now it's mostly Halb. Definitely needs to snipe these onagers.
Yomi Hans was a master, like Yomi executed the 10 minute push well, I still don't think he needs to start with a Rex with Hans though. Okay, there is a nice hill to push from for KD, if he can keep that. I like that castle is... I think you could put that more forward than it isn't on cracked terrain and is even more useful on this hill. But...
I'd be careful of these SO shots, but alright. As long as KD is looking at this army, I don't think Backy can ever clear it up. It's a matter of can he actually look at it.
I think he can clear it up. He has the paladin mass.
14 trebs is a lot of trebs, I guess. That might be too many trebs.
Yeah, there's not enough army because KD makes over makes trebs. It's not an optimal way to take the fight though for Becky. Should have waited for his Q to come out as well.
He clears up all the longbows, but the trebs are still alive. Not sure
Also,
if
he's
KD
like
can do anything with them though.
Kind of lacking the pop that he's raiding with. He constantly has like 10, 15 raiding units. And then while that works great against in some games, here he needs to clear up eventually, right? And then if all his army isn't together,
yeah,
it's like pop lacking in the fight.
9 eco KD is nice and all, but you do need to eventually deal with the now 14 trebuchets at the front of your base.
Yeah, it's kind of both a trading 15 population for something, like Becky's trading 15 population to constantly raid with, and KD's putting 15 population into traps. Since they both do that, there isn't enough mass for Becky to take out the too small army for KD, and the traps will go.
Disgusting castle for KD at home, but I think it's a good one. He has to just stop the raiding so he can send his...
It's in the middle of his farm, Nico. It's a great castle.
I guess. It's kind of laming some of the farms, but I guess it's alright.
Oh, there's 2 mids. Just needs to send the villagers up to the farms.
But
there's a clear up! Yeah, I mean 10 armies around 10 army around 10 traps isn't gonna work.
There's still more trebs somewhere on the map. I guess it's just 2. And Backy's pushing on the left-hand side. This is where one of the few unclaimed neutral golds is.
Some strategical stuff here looks a bit messy, but we also have to keep in mind that the eco development by both these players is amazing. Major KD has like lost 82 villagers, still is at 100, and it's very even nicely distributed. Becky's with the cavalry civ already at 65 farms, so they're doing that part very well.
Yeah, the eco is tremendous for Backy. But military is looking pretty rough. Down to 17 military units on the field. Nothing in queue. Still going Paladin. Feels crazy at this stage of the game to me.
Just noticed I can't troll Hazy with making KD green for his comment because he's watching your stream.
KD needs more... Yeah, he needs more green. The yellow is nerfing him tremendously.
As he's playing gold instead of A2. Maybe because he himself is green. So that means Major KD needs to play on Hazy? Okay, now it's getting weird. Where are the other 4 traps? Oh, they're fighting back this forward here.
Yeah, KD's pushing down the middle and pushing on the right. You cannot win the Trub War against Britons, at least not unless you have a bunch of Magyar Hussar to dive them.
Backyback lied in chat. He has only taken 25 minutes to remember that Magyars have a good unit for the late game.
Does he have enough gold to make them, though, is the question. He loses his monastery with the relic. Does he have any gold? Where is he on gold right now?
There's some gold on the left side he could, has a mining camp on, but isn't getting. On the right, there's one. Right corner.
Oh, yeah, okay.
80 farms. I mean, he can keep raiding on forever with the Mega Hussar, but his castle count is a bit low if he loses his base castles and the one on the right side. Then he only has 2 castles to produce from. That's kind of not enough.
Paladin continue to do work. They're going to clear up, I think, all of these longbows again, unless he finds a really disgusting place to wedge them in this wood line. And he does. But the Trubs go down at least.
See, if you stack without the patrol key, it works. Nova, take note.
Maybe Backy needed a patrol stack there. Can you wedge all your Paladin into that one tile and
maybe you
clear up the longbows?
Then he makes his own onager thinking he's an SO Civ and nukes it.
Yeah.
That looks so ridiculous. We're taking this wood line again. It's true Robin Hood play hiding in Sherwood Forest.
We'll get there. Alright, I think this is enough finally.
Oh, Robin Hood's still alive. One archer's alive. Now we're patrol stacking at the 1 unit. Against the 1 unit, we're trying it down. What's happening? Robin Hood is still alive. Friar Tuck is running after the paladins while Robin Hood is shooting. It's perfect.
He got one. Robin Hood got one. He got a paladin.
Now there's a new Robin Hood saying, I'm the real one. Sherwood Forest is being cleared.
As he really wants to see skirms. We're getting light cav from KD though. Britain light cav against the Magyars feels rough. But you need something mobile maybe at this stage of the game. I actually don't know who's winning. KD can't keep his army alive. But his positioning is really good. He's cleared up everything on the right.
I mean, if Becky makes 10 more CA, he should be winning. Just because he's Magyars. I mean, KD has so much gold though, right? Britain's being cheap, he has the map control in the middle. Maybe KD's position is good enough. What are these stables? Why are they at the back of his base to the edge of the map? But he's getting a lot of gold.
KD has a great mining camp. KD has a great mining camp on the left. I don't know if you've seen it.
I'm watching it. He deletes the house now.
He fixes it as right as I say it.
Right when I zoomed into it really hard, they delete the house. The 2 stuck villages. Perfect small walls. KD's the master of small walls. Yeah.
We finally have the Magyar composition. It's out 30 minutes into the game, but it's here.
Okay, I said if he makes 10 more CA,
at the front.
He wins, and Backyback heals me and makes 20 more even. So he wants to win 2 games in 1.
KD's turn to raid. He's going to send light cav in. But I think the Magyars should just be a much better civ at this point, right?
I mean, there is 2 advantages for KD. One is gold and gold access. The second part is he's killed so many castles that he can raid Becky's Farmiko really nicely now. That's why he's making the light cav. So I understand the light cav here, because he cleared so many castles, and it's like usually a win con with raids. You kill all the stone of your opponent, and then you can raid him to death. So I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, forcing the cav archers to be in the back of the base to clear up these raids is really nice. Because while that's happening, you're sending stuff in on the left, sending stuff in on the right. And the Britons are actually playing both sides better than the Magyars right now.
Okay, he's pretty good at 2 sides games. Really close game 1 actually. Again.
It really is. It's a really good game 1.
I like that he's not making 20 anymore. Like, the gold is his big win con. And as Hazy said in your chat, KD has more gold if he doesn't build another 20 traps.
I would... Well, he keeps losing them, I guess. So it's scary to even build up 5, right? Because then suddenly this army comes in like it is now and you lose everything. Let's see. Albs need to get in front. I think KD is fine this time.
Nah, I think
it's
clear.
The cav archers are also showing up. No, I think KD's still fine.
19 longbows versus 28 cav archers.
Well, now that Magyars start rolling in still, and yeah.
Even without them, the cav archers would have won. Obviously, you want the meat shield, so you don't lose your CA. But the CA win.
When do you start using the traps against the CA? When do you need to start using the traps against the CA? Never.
I mean, you really want to, probably, but you should be never able to, because there should always be Mega Hussar.
Cavalier from the Britons now.
Oof.
I guess they do better at the front
with
as the meat shield, maybe.
No, that's not what you want to do with your gold.
No, probably not.
I don't know what you want to do with your gold, because... Yeah, what do you actually do with it? Scorps? Maybe?
Backy still with 0 relics, by the way. He never reclaimed that 1 relic he had before. I don't know where the last relic is, even. Oh, it's back here in his farms. Might matter, he's out of gold.
Reclaim. I only see the one in the farms. Oh, it's in the under the castle.
Underneath his castle at the front, yeah. I mean, you don't need a ton of gold with the Magyars, theoretically. Hopefully you aren't losing Cav Archers, so you don't need to replace them very much, but... You still want some.
You need 2 traps, right? Where you can sell for that as long as you have enough farms. Backyback had 85 farms, is a bit down to 60 now, and only 3, then down to, I guess, 4 casts. No, 3 casts to produce from only. Lost one on the left. So that means he doesn't really have the perfect meat shield here. I still don't know if there's ever a window where the Britons can use the gold to finish the game.
I mean, if you really don't have any gold as the Magyars, this is the win con right here is just whittling down the Cav Archers. If you lose longbows, it's whatever. You can make them forever, right?
Yeah, I guess you just keep playing longbows. But he needs a bit more of them, right? Only 31.
I think so, yeah. But it's tough to maintain the balance. You need the Halb, or else the Magyar Hussar just steamroll. He's making a monk. Is he going to try and relic heist? Surely he can't.
Farm 1 is technically not protected if Becky doesn't low.
True.
Becky kind of... He needs traps to get onto a gold position, but he needs gold to make traps, so he's at a bit of an impasse.
Yeah, it's true. He can't... Both of the golds are right underneath castles, right? He's selling everything for gold. Should I say it now, or should I wait to start getting upset about Backy selling wood? I know there's a lot of wood on Serengeti, but
there's 84k remaining. I would wait with saying it, but I'm not you, so you can say whenever you.
It's not a lot that he has access to, though, right? He really only has that one wood line he's taking right now, super secured.
Oh, that's because he doesn't have castles. The one under where the relic is kind of accessible as well. Oh, nice move by KD to have units on the left to snipe castles. Yeah, KD's playing the classic I snipe castles, I win eventually game. And I think that's exactly how you should play this.
Yeah, if you don't have gold and you don't have castles, the Magyars are pretty generic, right?
Well, yeah, and there's only 14 characters alive, so... Yeah, I guess your meat shield is still cheaper,
you don't think you should use
but...
the Trebs right here? Come on. These Warwolf Trebs could clear up these Cav Archers.
Well, I said there should never be a situation where he can, because there should always be Mega Hussar, but if KD snipes all the castles, then... That situation ain't happening.
Backy
also, okay, he could just
trying
move
to clear up the castle in the middle. He needs it for the gold. One Treb stays standing.
Stay standing. Generic champion Otter just hit. I see.
Yeah, true.
Nice one. Protect the champs!
I think that's it. I think Backy has literally no way to win the game anymore. He has no gold. He lost the relic to KD. I didn't see the snipe, the yoink come in, but it happened. I think he's just dead, no matter what. I think KD could go for a break and come back and still be fine.
No, it's villagers would be dead. He can be raided.
I suppose, yeah.
Becky's masking Mega Hussa mods. I think my mods you can also delete messages on Lucky's channel. Since we have common chat. Because I'm the only Lucky mod probably and I'm casting.
I can do that. I can do that. That's fine. I can do that.
One more castle went down for Backyback. He does have a like Magia army again, but it's not the biggest one. And the Cabacho numbers are just not there to snipe the helps. And KD is focus firing nicely with the longbows onto the CA. I think KD doesn't care if he loses his army here at the traps, and the resign button is clicked. So GG wasn't good.
Yep. There was no win con left. Really well played by KD, I think. Weird openings on both sides, but we got to the compositions we expected eventually, and the Britons just
what was weird about
rounded
KD's
out.
comp? I don't think it was weird opening by KD.
I guess nothing. It was
just a very
Civ,
weird opening
right?
by
the
Becky, and
weird.
then KD reacted to a Mega Champ opening by making his own champs, but that was just a reaction to what Becky opened, so I wouldn't blame anything on KD for the opening here, and he got map control of almost everything with Britons, which is untypical. Only freaking Andy can get map control usually with a way slower Civ, so Ethiopians and Britons getting map control ahead of cavalry Civs these days is something.
Britons are still strong if you let them survive. And Becky played a little bit slow in his opening.
I mean, it just didn't make
sense. All right.
He made a weird opening and then he raided nicely, but raiding doesn't do anything with Britons because everything's dirt cheap. And yeah, well, obviously CA would have helped a lot, right?
KD takes game one. It was on one of the maps we expected him to do fine on, though, to be fair.
Yeah, but not with a Civ, I would have expected to do so well.
Yeah, no.
I would have thought that he wins one of the land maps with Britons, though that gives quite some more options for the other land maps for him.
Sniping the Magyars is really nice, too, with the Britons.
Yeah, first pick for Backyback. And why do you pick him so early if you don't know the FCA?
Yeah, true.
I guess his answer is it was early, but...
Okay, we're going on to Aftermath for game 2.
Aftermath for game 2? That can't be, it's banned.
Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong... What's that? Sorry. We're going on to Shoals for game 2.
That makes more sense. I think that's a good home map for Becky. His water opening is really good, and KD not kind
with
of
what?
The most
Civ.
favored KD map for KD. But it's good for Backyback. I wouldn't say it's good for his draft.
Yeah.
KD can play everything besides... I mean, he can play Gujaras, Vietnamese, or Berber, so it's even hard to tell what he's going for. Guess you just expect one of the Camel Civs to play Malians and hope to get the gold control early with fast Malians and then be fine before the Gujaras or Berbers get to Elephant Archers?
Or is there an argument to play the land game with something else and just try to like... Does anything feel good against the Berbers or the Gujaras on land here? Teutons, maybe?
I would say no, because no treadmill crane means you don't get to the golds, and you can't even contest water with those two civilizations, so you should never get into a position on land. And then Tatars doesn't feel... He's okay against Gujaras, maybe, but doesn't feel too great against Berbers. And oh. So I'm
Yeah,
saying
it's gonna be tough for
Gujara's
Becky.
Malians. Because Kitty wants to keep his Berbers. What's your guess?
Jeez. I think you're probably right. I'll say Gurjara's Tudens. I said it. I may as well. I'll stick to it.
Two
I think
drones,
Gurjara's
while
do make more
Gujara's
sense,
don't have
so.
great cannon gains, no elite cannon gain, no siege engineers, so
Yeah.
they cannot outrange Granulation castles. Could be a cooking pick if you actually go for the I'm normally hated by me castle on water and then just say Granulations get wrecked, can't kill me.
Yeah, it can work.
Apparently we found our way into the you found your way into the mind of Backyback. The problem is KD doesn't play the Gujaras and Berbers get siege engineers and Berbers get elite cannon gay, and so the granulation castle thing doesn't work.
Yeah, this is gonna be tough, I think.
I mean, it's a good land matchup for
fair,
Tudens. If this was on Serengeti, they could like help siege roll the Berber, but
yeah, I guess so.
I mean, this will be interesting because Becky will have to find a way to play land with a slow civ on shoals. The right side is relatively close. Maybe you can get there. And then play Paladin. Siege. As well. That helps.
You can do the Cambridge, right? Just keep redocking forever, make demos so KD can never be comfortable and then play land.
Yeah, I mean, Becky wasn't Div 2, so he knows what the Cambridge does.
Yep.
I'm at 3 seconds. But I can be wherever you want me to be.
I will go to 3. I am at 3.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to Shoals. Very usual water civ and strong civ invested by KD onto Shoals in the Berbers. Very unusual civ for Shoals by Backyback. And we're excited for what Becky can come up with here. Because map, civ-wise, much better fit for KD.
Well, he's going to get the first dock down. KD super late going to water if he's going to water. Usually that's the Berber advantage is they can sprint out to the shoreline, right? Well, one of the advantages, but he seems to be content just opening camels here.
Triple castle all in cannon gain range, no docks. I mean, I said there's a reason it's a good map pick for Backyback versus KD, because I like his opening from the standard stuff way more.
That's true. We were unsure what the preparation time was for KD, so maybe he's just going to try and play this out regularly. He does get some docks out now, but it's going to be behind on production with a civ that should not be behind on production.
Preparation is one thing, but I don't even feel like that's a specific Shoals thing. It's just a general hybrid map in DM thing, so...
Yeah, true.
That isn't specific prep needed. Like, it's just having a hybrid build in Deathmatch. But I'm not surprised KD's isn't perfect, because he's never really been a player to play this much. And he's still getting dogs, and he's still getting raids, right? Didn't kill any villagers though. Really nice defense. Like, Becky defending all his dog wills and his base wills. Okay, they lose 1 to a demo. With a no treadmill crane, no cave opening civ is really impressive.
Yeah, it's a really good start for Backy. Can at least, even if you aren't winning water, if you're just contesting water, that's a huge win for you as the Tudens here. I think you should be pretty happy if you're Backy.
Yeah, maybe KD's is actually smart in some sense though. Because what he's doing is he's not investing much into water, he's investing into getting a good land army first with those castles, right? To get to Camel Archer and then to get something to control the sides. And maybe it's like a big brain play to play about around the objective that the Teutons want to play and just like deny them that objective and be like, okay, yeah, we can have an even game on water. My civ is better, so I don't need to invest that much into water. I'm investing into land to stop your win condition there.
Did he need all these camels though? If that's the strategy, I feel like the camels have given him no value at all. He sunk all of his gold into these camels, man.
They made Backyback produce, including the Q, 170 halberdiers. That will be useless against the full camel archer play that's gonna happen.
Well, it's not gonna be full camel archers if he keeps sending them into the demos like this.
They're actually still alive. He defended them with his own demos. I don't know why I end up arguing that everything is great that KD is doing here, but just how our conversation goes, I guess. I'm not super convinced of it either.
These 3 camel archers.
Finding some decent ways to make sense of it, I think. But it's not what I would have done. But it might be smarter than me. I mean, there's a reason he
does have the sides. He does have the sides, which is very important on this map. He's also been quicker to the eco, right? Backy has been very congested in his base, very to deal with.
That's what the camels did, right? Backyback was making wood units on water and wood units on land. So that's like a bit of another problem of siege civs on hybrid maps. Everything costs wood.
KD, micro your camels, please. Okay, he loses a lot of camel archers on the right to Halb, but...
Yeah, but Backyback wants to ram down the castle with trebuchets?
Oh, jeez. Yep. This is inside the minimum range now, right? So they actually have to back up to fire?
Yeah, you might also want to get them out of range. Okay, we're out of range. Alright, traps are still alive. Went okay for Backyback. Lots of stuff in the middle for Major KD. I have no clue why land units are patrolling there. Careful. I cannot explain everything that KD is doing. I mean, the Hussar, fine, it's a demo sponge that only costs food, I guess. But the camel archers and bombard cannons in the middle? Are you trying to throw away your gold?
He timed it perfectly. There's no demos left. Backy's trying to make some galleons instead.
There's halberdiers left, I guess.
Ooh.
Why are they here? I sound like Hezzy.
What were they for anyway? They can't outrange the castles, right? So why were the bombards here at all?
I think he sent them to the right, and they haven't. He wanted to send them to the right to defend the castle, and they passed over the water, obviously. Yeah. But that's way too logical of an explanation, and way less funny.
Well, they didn't arrive in time to save that castle on the right.
Yeah. Oh, demos. Well, I mean, killing ships is also something.
All the navy goes down for KD.
I can't look away from this bombard cans, but nah, finally, now they're gonna die. Now they're gonna... Yeah, don't go for one ship, Becky. Go for the 5 BBC.
Oh, man. That would have been a great
camel archers with everything but the BBC. Can we not just... It's another demo. Yeah, now they're on land. Oh. Come on. There was a program, but a boom on the bombard cannons. Why are we not getting it?
Camel archers dying to SO on the right now.
Yeah, at least we're getting them on the camel archers. But there's like no gold for Becky at all, right? He has 0 gold control. He's bid on gold at home.
True.
But not enough to make like Paladin or something to get onto the right. I think he invested too much into the water against Berbers. Just should have once demoed the BBC and then be done with it and fight for, like, try to solidify this gold position here. But like the mobility is coming into play. Even though everything passed through the middle for KD, having the mobile civ is still really nice. And well, as I said initially, KD was prepared for the land plane. Well, My thesis of
Not
why
the
it was
best wood line
smart
on the
seems
right-hand
to
side.
uphold, I think.
I'm surprised he's not coming forward for a castle on the right-hand side. I know he's pushing on the left now, but I feel like one castle over on the right makes things really difficult for
Both
KD.
sides.
Well, yeah,
Yes,
true.
1,700 stone. You should just castle
True.
where the trap is and castle where the helps the relic are. I guess both times where the trap is, there's one trap on each side. So. ETK, I guess that's another part of it being morning for Backyback. ETK against Camel Archers doesn't feel too great. Paladins would be better.
Gonna need to shift some villagers onto food here pretty soon, too. Teutons don't necessarily spend a ton of... They don't need to necessarily spend a ton of food except on halbs, but... We need the halbs.
And Paladin, man. I think we need Paladin. He's opting for both castles on the left. I mean, that does secure one side at least to get gold from.
I don't hate it. He absolutely needs to control one side, right? So... Maybe he could have gotten both, but I think making sure you get one is
I mean,
okay.
earlier he could have done something on the right? After, like, he needed a castle there after he cleared up the castle of KD, and when his Habeso army was there, then he could have solidified that. Now KD has it back, and KD even making the castle far away from the water, so it doesn't need to invest as much into it. They're still fighting over the docks. Like, Backyback is defending the docks there. I'm not sure that's that important right now. Like, it's also what you guys criticized when I played Scholz, right? Oh no, it was Xardas and Zayu, but still, sometimes you should not make... If you don't have gold, you should not make ships on this map. It's something Zayu hammered into me then, kind of, when casting, and I think it was a good point.
Especially galleons are so strange. If you keep making some demos or whatever, like, that's fine, but... Are you gonna get return of value on the galleon?
Galleon says you want to keep water control, and I don't think you're doing that with Teutons. And, like, obviously no brace on the galleons also.
Yeah.
But he's making the Paladin on land now that I wanted against the Campbell Archer heavy comp to be able to push them back. If he can get some siege out, see a chance that he can push back the, like, left side and get full control there. Still contesting the right side, forced another castle out of KD. But, well, the trap is under the new castle now.
It's not in... It needs to be in... Oh no, it can't fire. Alright. I'm pretty sure the castle wins, though. But, KD's out of gold. He can't take much more gold comfortably on either side anymore.
And here again, Paladins come into play on the left side. It's only Bombard Cannons and Camel Archers, so it's easy to jump on things with the Teuton Paladin. And that's what he's doing, he's taking out the Bombard Cannons. But there's also Trebuchets for Major KD.
It's so congested here, man. The pathing is a nightmare. He's gonna get one Treb, though. Oh no, was that worth it? I guess he killed quite a few Bombard Cannons.
I think it's worth it because the Bombard Cannons stop everything he can do there, so he needs to kind of take them out. I would like to see some traps on the left side for Backyback. Like, you need to fight over these four castles there, or these three castles on the top gold, and he's investing all his traps at the bottom where he kind of doesn't have much himself. I think you secure one side first here, students. I think it's too much to ask to play both sides at the same time, while KD's just repairing on the bottom right side, and at the top side he's like playing, he's like has all his army there.
Yeah, Trebs come out now, but I think it's too late. They get sniped by the Bombard Cannons on the left. I think KD's going to win back the left-hand side fully. And he has still somewhat control over the right, though Backy is trying to push back out on that side now. A lot of farming eco behind that for Backy as that castle falls completely open now.
Yeah, he did that transition from wood to food very well that you talked about.
He did,
now he's killing Camel Archers. It isn't microing them back. We're too confident
Really
of
good
KD.
fight. Yeah. Gonna kill
Now
the
even killing
Trebs.
Trebs.
He kills most of the camel archers. Becky could replace the castle. He still has one ready to go.
There it is. Water has, as always on Scholz, at some point just become relatively irrelevant. Some galleons there, nothing happening. Jenny Tours!
Where's Hazzy? He was asking for the skirms. He's got the better skirms now. Not the best unit against the Trebs, but... I'm down.
The hells, I
I'm
suppose. Oh, but everything's shooting at Trebs, nothing is shooting at helms, and... KD's microing them forward now?
Cav archers counter siege onagers, isn't that what people say? Do camel archers count?
Did they say that? Who says that?
You've said that to me.
Wow,
Technically,
no, I'm
you
not a
said
proponent of you should try to
archers-
micro CA versus SO.
Technically, you said cav archers break the siege onager meta. That's the quote you said to me once.
What? No,
maybe
I'm hoping they would, because I like playing CA more than SO, but I think SO meta is sadly fully intact.
Okay.
That's something where I must have said when I was excited for someone beating an SO Civ with a CA Civ in really nice fashion, but that wasn't a general statement, I think. Pretty sure that must have been a statement about that one game and me being excited for the CA player.
Okay. That makes sense. Because it didn't make sense.
Still generally two styles, and I think the meta, at least for my taste, is still too much in favor of the SO. Even though like people like Favorite have proven how good CA can be versus SO if you're a good CA player still, but this season, fun. It's probably me being hyped for Favorite.
Becky loses the left, but he's maybe able to win the right. It's full Genitor Skirmisher on the right-hand side here for KD.
Skirms! I like the Genitors more, they're at least cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
once he started making skirm kinds of unit, he starts
observers.
losing, I mean... Actually great hold by Backyback to make it onto a side. Yeah, it's fully winning the right side. Like, that's also a bit the thing, right? Yep. I said, like, KD had all his army on the left, then... Guess eventually... KD is really not microing his CA. I mean, how often am I seeing camel archers in melee fights here? Like, what these
KD
things?
was trying to yoink that relic, by the way. He sent the monks forward with that army to get the relic out from underneath that stable. I love how much he pays attention to it.
Well,
he hasn't even taken the relic. Yeah. He hasn't even taken the one in the gold underneath his castle yet.
So on the left side forward, what? Oh, I didn't see it. Still trying on water, right? He's added cannon gains back in, demos back in for Backyback. Nicely saving the cannon gains. Maybe that's the reason why he isn't microing his camel archers at all. He's microing his cannon gains all the time.
I mean, there's a lot of production buildings he can take out from the water if Backy completely abandons it, right?
I mean, it's kind of hard microing kind of 3 CA units, like camel archers or genitors on the right, camel archers on the left, cannon gains in the middle. You can't look at all of them. Those Hussar are getting stuck, but they do get the siege onager. At least for their troubles. There's 2 trebuchets for KD. There's not enough repairers for Backyback. He has the stone. Could just send more onto that castle and out-repair that. And wait for his own trap to not fire at an archery range.
He's got to get the genitors out of here, man. Get the production buildings down.
There is Wincon, though. They made KD lose fights. I think you want those ranges to stay up.
Ooh, KD loses a lot on the left-hand side. Oh boy. Is KD losing this?
Might. Like, Becky seems to be on the upper hand on the sides, but he didn't repair with enough on the castle. It's not necessary to lose this castle. He was just repairing with 12 villagers, the castle would have stayed up forever. And now losing the castle? No, okay, he isn't losing it because he's beating the right side now. Because Backyback didn't repair his castle. It's so little things that decide these games on this level. Like,
yeah,
at the very top there's... It comes down to civ selections and there is like some skill differences in the top 5 again. But in this like around the lower end of Div 1 and kind of all of Div 2 part, it's always such small things that decide these games. Maybe it's a bit copium, but I think it's very mistakes, right? Between like top 8 and top 16, top 20, it's super close in Deathmatch.
What you want, really, out of a scene. I think it gets boring seeing the same 5 people in every tournament sometimes, like RM, even if I do like those players.
Yeah, like the top 8 are more established, like a bit like RM, right? You've got like stuff like the big 4. Guess it's more a big 5, Pazzy favorite. No, top 6 if you include Keller. Keller has the favorite, Frost and Iganji. And then there's a bit of a gap. And then you've basically got the rest of Division 1 and Division 2, which are really close.
I think Backyback has lost this game. I was going to say that in a different way, but I think he's lost this game. He is pushing on the left a little bit, but if he loses all this eco on the right...
Yeah, he lost the gold, right? He needs to push on the left. Like, he needs to clear the left and get onto there. That's the most important part. Don't think the water is all too relevant. The parts of his base that can be reached don't have wood echo, so he really just needs to get onto the left side gold. And he has paladins there still. I mean, that's a strong army. And this got 3 traps. This game isn't over, man. Backyback can still get the left side. And he's even raiding the main base. I don't like that he's doing it with paladin. I don't think we can afford this right now.
Hades needs to notice all this eco on the right. He could kill a third, actually almost half of Backy's eco if you notice this. I don't think he's going to in time before the castle comes up.
Just getting the castle, right? I think the most important part is the left side gold now. Becky can lose some stuff on the right. He has food eco to replace villagers on the top, and he needs to secure this gold. And there's Chemits being mixed in again, or was Chemits mixed in again? Teuton Paladin is so good, the Chemits are dead. Still getting Genitours. The Elite Genitour model is something that I think I'm seeing for the first time in this game, by the way.
Oh yeah, they have like a little...
It's kind of cool shield now, right? This shield is very interesting.
I see Genitor so infrequently. I'm not sure what was old and what's new. I mean, they always had a shield. Did it not look like that?
Don't think so. But yeah, I mean, same. Really important fight on the left though. KD clearing the army and Backyback therefore doesn't think he will get the castle up. Doesn't think he will get onto that gold. He got really close to it. I think if Backyback didn't send his paladins in to raid there, but like kept them around the left side area until he got the castle up and secured the gold control, the game would have went longer. Not sure if he would have won still. I think KD's obviously still ahead, but he needed that gold, and if he had the paladins there, he could have gotten it for a while.
Yeah, it was close. It was he did much better than I thought he was going to with the Teutons. But this map just turns into a land map so frequently at the higher levels. But Berbers are still Berbers. They're pretty good on land too.
Yeah, in the end, maybe it was smart by KD going for those early castles and Camel Archers, which is kind of the unit that Teutons have a problem against to control the sides. And take away the win con that Teutons could achieve with the side goals. Because they were never really a TDM.
Yeah, he always did a great job of swinging military, right? Whenever he started to lose one side, he'd swing military over and win it back. And back, he would pressure the other side, and he'd swing military back over. So he never let Backy onto these golds long.
It's still super
Well
close
played.
games. Like, Backy is making a few mistakes.
Yes.
And regardless, it's super... Like, both the first two games were super close, so... Like, Backy was maybe in a bit of a better state, or just made a little bit less mistakes. Then he can definitely win those games as well, and then, like, have a better shot at going to Div 1. Now it's obviously a bit hard, because he needs to reverse sweep. But it can happen, right? I mean, first two games were close. There was KD's top pick as well, so that one's gone too.
Yeah, this might be another set where the final score does not tell the story of how close it was, right? It feels like Backy has had certainly opportunities to win both of these games, but KD's playing safe, by which I mean he's not making any dumb mistakes to throw these little leads he gets. Very methodical victories here for KD.
I think he played the warm mechanics on the water were odd, but besides that, he played that really smart. Like, I was doubtful of his opening, but I think it was really smart. I guess you were doubtful. I tried to explain it. If my explanation holds, it was smart. If he actually thought that, what I then thought he might have thought.
Sir Baron. I'll thank him for Otter's sake. It's not my channel.
I was just waiting for my raid alert. Thank you so much for the raid, Sir Baron 55. I'm here with Lucky Calms. If you're, I don't know, give him a follow as well if you like either mine or his casting. I will give you a shout out, and if you are here, you should definitely check out Sir Baron. What have you been up to, man? Gonna watch a clip of you on my channel. Thank you so much for the raid.
As long as she doesn't lose too many villagers of her own here.
And we're going to outcrop.
Splits, she micros, she runs, she's got ballistics, and she's got a range on those mangonels. That was some incredible split micro, even if she didn't take a single.
I was trying to read the year. What year was that? Losing most of the games today? Oh no!
Couldn't tell. Just means you'll win them all next time. That's fine.
Indeed. 2 years ago, maybe? Alright. That it was a 2024. It looked a bit like it. I was debating if it's 2014 or 2024. You were casting without Captrage, so I thought maybe it's 2014. But it was the E, so obviously that can't be. Because that clearly was not Woobly.
No.
And yeah, we're casting some Deathmatch. We're actually looking onto if Backyback can make it into the top 10 by advancing to the top division in Tarnished Deathmatch. And KD wants to defend his spot here. It's looking good for him with two super exciting close games. But it needs a reverse sweep for Backyback now. And we're going to outcrop. So what do you think? We could see the civilization-wise Lucky Comes.
I really like the Georgians on Outcrop. I think they're one of my favorites. Like, Magyars and Georgians feel really good on this map. For Backy, normally I'd say Tatars, but I don't know if I love the Tatars against Georgians. Makes it a little tricky. I don't know if I love any of these civs against Georgians, to be honest. Bulgarians, Georgians, I guess, would be my best guess. But
I'm saying we see Tatars with Dravidians.
Really? You're going Dravidians here over Georgians? I guess. I anticipated Dravidians on Fez, but maybe KD doesn't know the meta on Fez. I guess they're okay on Fez anyway. That's an elephant map, kind of.
I think you can do both. I just want to say something different. And it's trying to be not foreseeable if you switch them up, so I could see that.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, we both got a point. We're casting Deathmatch, by the way, for anybody who's coming in, so the action starts right away, because we start with a lot of resources in post-Imperial Age. It's a really cool game mode, a lot of fun to watch, so hope you stick around and maybe leave a follow if you like it. And we do see the Dravidians for Major KD, your favorite civilization.
All right. Against the Bulgarians, I feel like it's a unideal Civ matchup for the Dravidians, but maybe they can pull through.
Apparently KD thinks he's Hans. If I look at the first 3 seconds here. He isn't making a house.
Oh, you're right, actually. All right. I'm at 3 seconds.
3, 2, 1, go. Let's see if he deletes one. Well, he doesn't need to delete it. He just
Okay.
clicks the house now. So that was fixed quickly. But he needs more than one house.
He's going Elephant Archer.
Okay, that's more.
Love it. He's
Going
going to go
full
Elephant Archer.
Yo, if Bulgarians had a stable here, the one Rex opening could have trouble, but he's not, so there's no trouble.
So what do you think?
Wouldn't you be down to
Bulgarians have the advantage here?
I would be tempted to play like a bit of a rushy style here against slow Dravidians, right? Add some ranges as Bulgarians early, maybe actually start a stable. But I think KD knows Backyback well enough. I mean, Backyback started with the Rex, even with Magias, so I guess you're not afraid of a rush.
Yeah.
Stirrups units, but I think in this matchup it would have made sense. Otter is maybe too long though, so he's just doing the classic kind of infantry crab post. Actually, confirms Backyback does have a crab post hotkey, because he is placing crab posts this time, so the rumors were not true, or he got one in the meantime. And I mean, still think Bulgarians are fine with SO, better SO.
Dravidians hard counter the Bulgarians' infantry. Think about that.
Yeah, that might be too many Rex. I mean, if you've seen the opening of KD, that's too many Rex. You kind of see stable for ranges. So.
I feel like maybe KD should have opened the barracks. Is there ever an argument for like Dravidian champions here in this matchup?
Yeah. It's normally the front line. You make a mix of infantry, I guess.
KD already getting a monk out, so he's thinking about the long game. But yeah, the elephants, I don't know if they can get in here and do much early on. They can deny a castle on the top side. If they see it. Oh, 1 tile away. Oh my god.
Unlucky, but also not where you should patrol them. I think it's way more logical to go where Backyback's going, so you should patrol there.
Yeah, probably. No expansion for Backy to the south. He's just trying to build up his death ball.
It's yet another take of where the slower Civs gets map control in some way.
True.
Okay, but he's losing it now. Backyback is clearing. He's running out with the Conics. He's using his speed now and he's claiming back the maps.
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
Yes. So Backy's gonna get the top side. Major KD will have the southern side.
Not confirmed yet. Some Conics are going there. Structures aren't really built, so.
These elephants are an issue on the sides, though. Backy really needs siege to deal with the elephants right now, and he can't really split it. Well, maybe he can split the siege up. He has a lot of SO. But right now he's
taking some good engagements in the middle. Which is fine, because like these elephant archers are really expensive. They're more expensive than the siege archers. Can jump onto the siege in the north would be nice, but the Conics are out of position.
Ooh. Don't nuke yourself, KD. We don't need another friendly fire incident with
I mean,
SO.
kind of do. I want to see 4 games at least.
Well, true. Yeah, you're right. I do want to see the Dravidians win, though, is the thing.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't.
split.
Is the thing.
I'm split. Big SO fight coming in the north. And, well, everything
That
dies,
went
basically.
really well for KD, considering his SO don't have siege engineers. Backyback was a bit slow to shoot there. I think he was still walking at the start of that fight. Now the Elephant Archers deny a castle. Becky with the triple castle there in the same position.
Elephants deny a castle in the south as well. Playing a weird ring around the rosy with this ram and the SO.
Becky has no SO. He has no gold and no SO. This is actually trouble. He only has the Conics. But Santa helps him to fight the Elephant Archers. He has
a
the
little
siege
slow
there.
getting the economy rolling, I guess. He has lost 5 villagers on the outskirts here, but I don't think he can take this fight. There's like 70 elephant archers in the north. Let's
He needs
see.
siege? He needs
Yep,
SO.
he does.
Scorpions. You need SO because Dravidians get SO. Okay, these 200 pop Dravidians. I mean, the army is super strong if you get that far. That's why I say they're a good save on long land maps, and this is a long land map. They do lack the mobility for Outcrow a bit, which is why I kind of like them more on like Aftermath. But
Yeah, I agree.
if like Backyback's army is just standing, he's not using the mobility advantage, right? And you can't really use it if you don't have siege, because you can not push anything.
KD trying to get Trebs out. He's been pop capped, so he's having to manipulate his population a little bit here to actually get them out.
In, right?
But all right, some SO for Backy. I don't know if it's enough. I don't think they're firing downhill yet. Most of them.
I think the middle land is higher, so I think they were finding downhill.
Okay. And well, let's see. They're gonna force him back. Conics run in from behind. They snipe those Trebs right as they finally get there.
It is still full control in the south. Backyback has made it with 240 onto gold though, which is really good news for him and news that he really needed. Make heard.
Yeah, he's still has gold in his main base that he's taking now. Let's see if he can snipe the siege. Good shots from the SO into the elephants.
Great clear up on the siege with the Conics.
Yeah. That was a great fight for Backy.
And the elephants are dying to the Helvetia storming in now. That was a great sequence of events for Backyback. Giving him a chance to claim the north. He has his traps there idle, should be tasking them onto the castle now. Then he has a chance of getting that northern outcrop area under his control. Helps running back weirdly. Use your traps! You've got 4 traps! Use your traps!
Yeah, I was gonna say now Backy needs the Trebs to be forward. He does send them. But KD's back up to full population again.
Yeah, kind of gave him like a minute there, a minute more that was needed then. There now, KD is reacting with the repairs, right? I think would have been harder with 1 minute earlier. Now KD has some army again to send there. He didn't lose much initially, has still a good KD, so makes sense that he's able to reproduce this relatively easily. 1 trap might die to the Helvetias. Man, siege pathing is so bad right now. What? No, makes it out alive now. And siege pathing is great. Hero trebuchet for Backyback. Thanks, nearly unironically. Well, I'm still a bit ironic, but
I would like if Backy was able to do something in the south while this is happening. But as long as he, if he actually can fully win.
KD had like 2 traps in the south. He could push the base. He has so much idle army there. KD should be doing something with this army, with the elephants and siege hunter.
A couple
like half his army's idle there, like a third of his army. Becky, I think, has to play only north. He has to secure his gold. He can't be fancy here.
Look at how much work these whippy boys are putting in the north. If only there were more than 2 of them.
I don't see them because the elephant archers are so big.
Wait, yeah, it's hard to see.
Talk about overshining in the literal sense. Relatively literal.
Alright,
I guess the elephant archers aren't shining,
out.
but they're in their shadow. Elephant archers are all dying though, so they don't shine that much. The foot conics are taking them out, so there's the little man doing work.
We need more roomies. I feel like they do actually... They don't get to do very well in very many situations. I think this is a situation where they could do quite well, actually.
Yeah, I think it's an overall lack of infantry from the Dravidians. Like, I think the champ help combo you mentioned at the start would have done huge things here to protect the elephant archers. Just elephant archers wasn't really the play. Getting raided is apparently the play. Thank you, FH, for the raid, as Backyback is about to make it onto the scoreboard, maybe. Population 4. Backyback not looking, for Major KD not looking great. And Backyback with full northern control. Thank you for the raid. We're casting a very important playoff in Deathmatch, in the Tarnished Deathmatch League. It's about who makes it onto the top division between Backyback and Major KD. And therefore can call themselves a top 10 Deathmatch player.
Yeah, it's not over yet. Technically, map control is even now, if anything, but it feels like KD is... I don't know what the issue is with KD here. Can't populate himself. I guess only 80 villagers isn't enough for the Dravidians.
Elephant archers are expensive.
Yep.
Does have the full south still, but now, and they like that timing, now it's time for Backyback to go contested.
Yeah,
How is your stream, FH? We're doing some
north.
coaching, playing 1v1s. Becky getting to raid.
Yeah, an impossible position where he's having to defend his main base with slow units, while back he's also pushing in the south, so he can't be in 2 places at once if your composition is SO Elephant Archer.
I mean, he can be in 2 places at once. Like, KD was in 2 places at once for all the game, and I think that was a bit of a problem, because half of Zama wasn't doing anything, and you can't, like, change from being in 2 places at once to being only in 1 place, because it takes so long until you can unite armies and
True.
Like shift sides. Just expanding on your point, not really contradicting, even though it sounded like. Yeah.
Katie's gonna try and push in the north while he's getting obliterated in the south.
Yeah, losing a castle too. The composition for the Bulgarians with the siege. Becky got it into place finally. And he is making it work.
Yeah, only 1 Treb for KD in the north, and it goes down to the Trebs. And I think Backyback has indeed, or soon will, get himself onto the scoreboard. Feels like only a matter of time now, as KD can't really push anywhere.
Well, the game looked good for KD for quite a while, but the turning point in this game might be where KD has to look back for if this is gets to a completed reverse sweep for Backyback. Obviously we're not there yet, and this game is also still winnable for KD. But there were some moments where KD could have closed out the series here, and it's not looking like he will close it out anytime soon, as he loses another castle in the south. And once again, like, he doesn't have traps in the north, his immobile army, he has like 40... all his army, kind of, all his 42 army is standing in the north idle, while he's losing the other area. And I guess that's why you said rather play Dravidians on Fez or Aftermath than...
Yeah. Georgians, like you said, they have the mobility as well as the single push, right? Dravidians can't really do both.
GG is called.
Poor Dravidians.
Backyback is on the scoreboard. We get another game and the Dravidians lose. Perfect outcome from my perspective. And I mean, it's not too bad for KD, because the same kind of weaknesses for Dravidians, the same advantages for Georgians also count for Fez. So it's just, he's 2 up, he can use his worst Civ, and then like keep his stronger Civ.
I suppose so. Well played by Backy, though. He played this very well. Patient on the sides. He didn't try to... I said earlier it'd be nice if he could contest both sides. I think he actually did play it correctly in making sure he fully won the north and then switching over to the south really quickly. He did well.
Absolutely. I will have to take a little break, so maybe you can speculate about the next map after a nice win for Backyback. And if you like the casting, like Deathmatch so far, we're also doing community games every Monday. Consider to leave a follow. Lucky Comes also casting a lot of RM and other things, so maybe also there. And I'll see you in a minute.
Yeah. All right. Let's see where we're going next, which is game 4, right? We've got hyper random for game 4. Oh boy. Neither player has any of my favorite civs for hyper random per se. Is this a Gurjara map for KD now? I really thought like Berbers or Britons would have ended up being the civs here, but I mean, none of these civs for KD are bad for hyper random, but Backy also. It's so tough. It depends on the map so much with these civs that Backy has. Like Romans, I think Romans are probably better on most maps than the Malians or the Tatars, but on the maps they're not good on, they're really not good on. I think KD has to save the Georgians for Fez if we get there. So I'm going to say Gurjara's here. And Backy? I think Romans are better on Fez, but I think they're bad against the Georgians. So maybe you go Romans here and then try to... I don't know. I have none of these civs are super good against the Georgians, I don't think. Maybe you can pull off a Tatars on Fez. Do Romans feel good against the Gurjaras, though?
Yes, I would say so.
Yeah, I guess so. They have
Halbs and
Scorpions
Rams
to counter the elephants. They have Halbs and Rams. Yeah, if it's something else, yeah.
Halbs are pretty good against Gurjaras and Vietnamese. I think Romans are also good against Vietnamese. Might also be that.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
I'm like, I think it's Tatars for Fez. That's the best Civ he has against Trojans. I think Malians would struggle. Tatars are good. Like, it's even, they can do something. You can snap the siege and have the better CA. So, and I would prefer Romans here against the other two civilizations, assuming it's Trojans on Fez. And then, I think maybe KD wants to have options for Fez, so... Or he suspects it's Tatars, and he wants to play Gurjaras there. I think it's Vietnamese with Romans.
Okay. We both said
Well, what's your
Romans,
final
so it's
guess?
probably not going to be Romans.
You said Gurjaras,
I said,
Romans, right?
Gurjaras, Romans, yeah.
Really good?
Yeah, this has been super good so far. Oh boy. Okay, well.
Ooh, nice hyper random. Let's go.
I do like this hyper random.
Sadly it's the Camel War though. It's Kujara's Malian, so it might be decided without the map playing too much impact by who gets the market and wins the first Camel fight. But I do want to look at the map a bit. That's such a good map. You've got shallow terrain with fish and with lots of oysters and 620 gold on those oysters. Holy. Fish won't play as much of a role, but those oysters could be massively impactful. That's so much gold on these 2 lakes if you get control of them. So the water aspect, I mean, oysters make water way more important in DM than fish ever would, right? So oysters actually, it's a really interesting concept. We should play more around with the maps maybe for next season with oysters, because oysters make water matter in DM significantly more than fish.
There's a ton of gold on this map. Oh, but it's all on KD's side. KD has way more gold than Backy, doesn't he? Am I crazy?
Seem to have the same base gold.
Yeah, I guess so. His side golds are just a little bit further away. Maybe that's all it is. Okay. All right, that's fine.
Yeah, I did always like these 2 lakes immersion gens. The 2 lakes gens on hyper random. I'm gonna look up the seed for Mojito real quick because I know he likes to collect seeds.
We've seen a couple hyper random seeds that I think would actually be very nice maps. There was what was the other one that we set it for? It was Your Game against.
Oh, there were a few
which set it was in.
Mojito's collecting.
It had like
he wants to turn them into maps.
The 4 squares of water in the middle is what I'm thinking of. Do you remember who that was against?
Yeah, I don't. That game never happened, and I don't remember.
I see.
It was against Ulla.
It was against.
Oh no! It was against Backyback. Right. It was against Backyback. It was against Backyback.
Oh, okay. Backyback needs to pick hyper random. He always gets the good generations, the fun generations, man.
This is a good one for Malians, though. I think it's a good one for Jaros.
It's not it's not good for him, but it's a good generation.
I mean, the still are pretty similar. So it's not a big difference. It's a close gen. Both civs like that. Both civs have strong camels. Both civs have a fast jump onto the ponds here, potentially. Both civs have heavy demo to fight for it. Both civs don't have the best standard navy on open waters, so they want it to be shallows. So that is there here. This is kind of a dream map for both civilizations.
Garas are much better than Malians, though, right? They have strictly better camels. They have, like, ways to deal with the other units Malians can make, which there aren't that many other units.
I mean, that's kind of the reason why I like Jaras so much. I like playing Camel Wars, and they're the, in my opinion, best Camel Wars. It's very situational, right? Because they're not too great against others. But
yeah,
that's why I like them. Like, that's the thing where they're the strongest. So it's a good sit matchup. For KD, might still have their advantages, right? With the TQTC on the start, but faster production is better. Yeah, I mean, I can't argue against Gujaras, man.
I don't think I will argue for Gujara supremacy on this one. I think they're quite good in this matchup.
I think, by the way, they have the same goals. Both sides have the same goals.
Do we want to talk about Arista Goras, or should we get going into this game?
Arist what?
The hero.
Oh, we can talk about that while we watch it. I'm at 3 seconds.
Okay.
3,
I
2,
also am
1.
at 3 seconds.
Go. Arista Goras, 22. Does he have range? No, it's just a relatively weak hero. And a relatively weak hero.
A little bit of a boring one. He's got the 12-12 latest attack damage, the classic. Most confusing stats ever. -3 cavalry resistance, latest 12-12.
Yep. It's not finding value anywhere anyways. It's a camel start for both civilizations. No. I mean, the Cav hero should. What are these castles by KD? What? You want Chakram? Just make camels and elephant archers, KD! What is this overcomplicating of things that is not necessary at all? And we thought Backyback's openings were odd. Backyback's opening is not too odd. 6 stables makes a lot of sense. And quick dogs. I like the jump on the lakes. Jump on the southern lake now attempted for Major KD. But here's the 2 camels off Backyback. Just passing. Tigvi should help out against these Gajara raids.
Might get 1 villager here, and does.
I had the houses in the back. I mean, Gajaras are so good. The
elephant
production of the
archers.
camels is crazy.
It's only 3
Yeah,
stables
you
for
should also not
KD.
do
Is that
that,
enough?
I think.
I think that you want more than 3.
They have
don't you?
production bonus, but
I guess.
I mean, the way I would play this matchup is I would just spam 10 stables and go all in camels with
Yeah.
Gajaras, but
What are the
guess KD
how do the
doesn't like
Malians
that.
counter just full camel? They don't really want to go pikemen. They have to
They
get
have
into
to go
like
pikemen.
for like a Gabetto or something or siege, but that's
they have to go
awkward.
pike, but Gajara camels aren't great against pikemen, so they actually are supposed to go pikemen here. And I guess that's why KD is trying to think a step ahead and adds the early castles and adds
Yeah.
chakrams, so Becky's pikemen would die, but Becky isn't making the pikemen, so that just means he has more camels, and then KD's 300 IQ attempt with the early chakrams doesn't make any sense, because Becky is just playing it boring with CASO, and that ends up being good again, because Major KD tried to overthink it with the chakram play.
Yeah,
I think that's the triangle
truly
play here.
full camel. A few demos, I suppose, on the side, but Becky has just loaded up all of his gold into these camels. But they're worse camels.
I mean, they're better against other things than the Gajara ones.
True, but they're worse against the camels.
There's a lot of other things for Major KD on the field.
Elephants are going onto the water where the demos are, which is maybe not ideal.
I mean,
Right,
Elfendart
it's
is
fine.
also good against camels, generally, so I guess
Yes. Yeah.
that's also a good trade. Both have like 1 water and it's only demos. Because neither Civ gets heavy cannon gain, even cannon gain.
Yeah, true.
So kind
Fishing
of
ships.
no one
Oh,
is
Becky
doing
was going-
anything unless KD walks onto that water. Why would
my
you walk
God.
onto that water? I mean, he killed the fishing ships, I guess.
Yeah, he did.
But it still feels very risky. The elephant
Worth
arch is
it, man.
on
That's
the
a lot of
water.
gold
Like,
bills.
that's the same thing I did with elephants on water on that generation you just mentioned. But I was forced to. You're not forced to here. You could just attack in the middle.
Yeah, villagers can also just come out here and take this. You don't need the fishing
Demos
ships
can also come out
necessarily.
here and take this though. That's some great
Oh my
shots
God.
for Backyback. And KD has a very mighty army, but I'm not sure why he's playing so risky with it. Why he wants to make this Vabon play here. Sea Dodgers are all getting
KD's
sniped
out
by
of
the
gold.
Elephant Archers, so the Elephant Archers are generally doing good work. I mean, made a lot of camels and 30 Elephant Archers. Demos and camels now is a way stronger comp than Backyback could ever do on land, but he can do
Oh boy.
demos and camels because KD has all his army on the friggin' lake. Finally, he
Elephant archers
retreats
have to
though, but that
run.
was so costly.
Camels do quite a lot of damage, especially with Farimba.
Camels can kind of counter elephant archers if they get us around like this.
Yeah.
Especially Gajara camels are even better at it with the extended bonus damage, but I mean, plus 3
Becky, stop
standard
making
damage
these
helps as
fishing
well, I
ships,
guess.
Bro. We don't need to commit so hard into the fishing ships.
No,
More
KD, why are you
demos.
going onto the water again, girl? This is so avoidable if you just stand 2 tiles further back. The huge badaboos. I should hype them because means we could go to a game 5 even with a hard matchup.
Yep.
But I'm obviously angry at Gajara's losing things unnecessarily.
Yeah, Dravidian's lost, now the Gajaras have to lose to send us into game 5. It's just the way it has to be.
Yeah, KD has good control in the south, though. He's also oyster fishing with fishing ships and with villagers,
Yeah, he
so
is.
there's your answer, Jade. KD's losing both. Does have the demo control there. Is adding a forward cast. That side play is looking promising. It's also very scary for Backyback, because Backyback is adding 2 kissing castles in order to defend it. That's some commitment that's saying, I don't want to bother with this side, I want to push you on the right. But at the same time, KD's doing the same on the right side, adding more castles there. Camel Raid onto the backcourt. But KD has 200 pop.
Yeah, I still think it's just such a difficult matchup for the Malians to win. The fish boom is going crazy for Backy, though.
29
I want him to
ships.
win off the back of this.
No, you want
I
it
think
to
he
win.
needs to spread him out a little bit more.
Hand
Cannons against the SO.
What? Oh, yeah,
KD really wants this to go to a
I
game
don't know.
5, man.
KD doesn't want to play Gujaras. What is this making every unit? He has 5 monks, 5 elephant archers, 22 heavy camel riders, 4 demos, 1 onager, 3 bombard cannons, 1 hand cannon, and 3 chakrams?
He does win that fight, but most of Backy's army is on the left, clearing up KD's forward.
All KD needed was 1 unit, camels. But instead he's making 20 different ones.
Backy a little bit overboomed now between Vills and fishing ships. He's going to be really overboomed if all
Happens
this
if you have
comes
40
out.
fishing ships. 40 fishing ships. That's like 4 lakes solar feeder playing amounts of fish eco. Camel Raid onto the oyster wheels. Not something we say every
Frimba
day.
camels. This is one place where the Frimba camels perform better than the Gurjara camels.
A lot better. 5 more damage.
They're killing fishing ships and lots of villagers, actually. This raid is crazy.
It's fine though. Major Kitty had 140 villagers too.
True. Look at all these. He sent all the fishing ships forward. He's got 20 on this pond as well.
He needs, like, I think in AO4 there's a survive with the ruse, where you can transform your fishing ships into military ships. That's what he needs here to protect his cannon gains.
They'll bring that to Age of Empires too soon. That sounds right up their alley for some DLC civ.
Oh yeah. Ah, nice
Big
bada boom
demos
for
again.
Backyback.
I also want Backyback to win because he's landed so many good demos. It's only
And then-
fair.
At that time, at least it made some sense for KD to go into water and try to snipe the cannon gains with the camels.
True.
Now he's doing it again with the elephant archers and the hand cannons, which makes way less sense.
It's a very close game, to be honest. Again. Yet another close game.
No favorite. They're not mining gold. High favorite. They are fishing oysters, or they are oystering oysters. Because in game they're called oystering ships, so I guess they're oystering oysters. They're oystering? Maybe we should just say they're oystering. Bombard cannons are falling to Backyback's army. The 50 army with the fishing ship support is pushing 70 on gold between ships and villagers.
KD is overboomed now. He's got 90 Vills plus 20 in the queue, and he's got 53 fishing ships on the left-hand side.
53! He's got even more now! People are not used to 4 lakes eco balance anymore, I swear.
No, apparently
people are
not.
not used to making fishing ships and then looking at the top 100 wills. Oh yeah, that looks alright, but they forget they have 40 ships as eco units. What an interesting game. Like, it's hard to keep track of everything. Like, Backyback's raiding at the front.
Yeah.
He's trying to push with the cannon gains. There's an attempted bombard cannon defense. The hand cannons are being hand cannons and not contribute anything in this matchup. And it's most of KD's army, so KD's dead.
KD does have 7 relics. He's getting elephant archers back on the field. I don't think he's dead yet.
7
so it's
relics.
not looking great.
Yeah, he's losing all
the
his fish.
fishing
That's
ships.
great news for KD. He needs to lose those fish.
I guess so. I guess.
There's so much land gold
It
as well.
feels
He has
bad,
70
though.
on gold. I mean, you lose 10
Well,
of them
most-
gold or 20.
He's still making more, though. He's got 40 fishing ships in the queue. To replace these fishing ships.
Oh god! Oh god! These players are just like, I can get gold with chips! Get gold with chips!
Okay, maybe Katie's dead now. I don't know. He loses the castle. He's got the elephant mask back up, but the SO is out now.
This game will still go on for a while. He finally doesn't have hand cannons anymore, so that's better, but he needs to micro his elephant archers back. I mean, I guess they're both chilling because there's so much gold on this map, so who cares if you lose everything, but still, in the end, the KD of gold units does decide games. And KD, with making elephant units, with making a ton of very expensive units, has a kill death ratio of 340 to 540. That is not supposed to happen if you make the more expensive units.
Yeah. He loses pretty much all the fish, which may or may not be good. It's a pretty bad thing if the 2 or 3 good things you've said about KD's position in the last 5 minutes have been that he's losing so many units. It's good he's losing so many fishing ships. It's good he's losing all of his hand cannons.
Yeah, you shouldn't lose all the elephant archers.
No.
DC isn't making hand cannons anymore. I mean, if he goes full elephant archers at this stage with all that gold and the 50 food eco, it's really hard to answer that for Malians long term. I mean, you have the SO, but if KD adds a meat shield of Shavamsha riders to his elephant archers, I don't think Malians can stop that.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna turn this map into
Or like
a standard one, I think you do remove like 1 or 2 gold piles and maybe a couple relics, and then it's perfect.
Yeah, Becky didn't collect the relics. There's still quite some on the field. There's still like 4 in his base, I think. I guess there was 4 per base and 3 in the middle. Becky's back to pushing. It's only 1 trebuchet though, so not the scariest push. Both still very high eco counts. Not factoring in their fish ecos properly.
He just needs to make camels. Whenever he makes camels, he starts pushing back.
Well,
and then he makes something else and he starts losing ground.
The elephant archers are fine long term, but he needs elephant archers and camels and like a bit less eco pop for that in order to have that be a working army.
I'm
Could not
making
finish
these
that
fishing ships,
castle.
man.
He still has 40 in the queue.
He's so consistent about queuing up fishing ships. He keeps losing them, and I think, okay, he'll just let it be this time. But no.
It's most of the golds in those lakes. And it's contested gold, right? So you want to take it fast before your opponent can. So kind of the most risky gold. So why I guess you prioritize it. Sending villagers to finish that castle, you know?
I think Katie's gonna win this. It was really rough for a while there, but I think I don't know if the Malians can stop this anymore.
Yeah, he decided for
He keeps
comp
going up
now
for the
of his
fishing ships.
2 most important units, right? He's decided to make Camel Elephant Archer now. And I think that's exactly what he needs to be making. Maybe some riders, but as long as Becky has camels of his own are better.
Another reason the Guitars are so good here, right? They really need the gold, and Malians are one of the better civs on low gold.
I think if you have Elephant Archers alive, KD would like this to go post gold. He has 7 relics and Elephant Archers. He'd be smooth sailing if gold would run out.
Oh yeah, if it runs out while he has 50 elephant archers on the field.
I mean, that's a big problem for Malians, right? Their only like ranged unit they can keep alive is Gebetto, and keeping Gebetto alive is a hard task. Keeping Elephant Archers alive is a pretty easy task.
True.
And they're good against Gebettos. That's why Malians kind of never wanted to run out of gold, because they don't have good post-gold unit.
Right, yeah, that's strange, but yes, it makes sense.
Like ranged gold units is super important once gold runs out. In here. That's why there's no like skirm phase really. Our castle dies. That's quite some elephant archers lost for KD as well, but he does keep securing that lake. There's some cannon guns at the top again. Backyback also at his 40 fishing ships. Every player mandatorily trying to uphold 40 fishing ships on this map. Ooh, that castle! I don't know about that castle! He wants to secure the stone, makes sense, but the castle gets shot down. And should have just made the back one there.
KD taking this forward gold. I guess he had the villagers here from the castle, but...
Yeah, also had his army nicely on the hill there. Now he's leaving the hill and running into the SO. I think he should have stayed on the hill.
Yeah, this is not a great fight for the elephants either.
That was too eager. Backyback. 60-35 army, and he could get a clear up of those elephant archers. This is a really, really good playoff actually. Like every game is so close.
Yeah, it is. There was so much gold on this map when it started. We might actually... Nice to lead on the castle there. We might actually get to a post-gold situation here. Eventually. We're getting through the oyster gold in the north pretty quickly.
Just gonna take another hour. You think Becky ever thinks about Relics with all this gold on the map? I think... No?
I don't think has he gotten he got one relic in game 1, right?
There's still 60k 60k gold on the map. There's almost as much gold on the map still as there's wood on the map. This is eternal gold.
How much wood do you think KD has spent on fishing ships this game?
It would be funny if he loses on wood because he lost his fish, kept losing and remaking his fishing ships.
Yeah. Becky really needs to replace that. Well, I guess there isn't a lumber camp in the north. He needs to make a lumber camp in the north.
Becky now kind of creeping onto the bottom lake. He's still cannon gaining around the top lake. He was repairing a lot there. He has burnt all his stone. Wait a second. Stone is an important resource. Backyback still has access to a lot, and KD has none anymore.
True.
KD
actually.
losing a lot more fights again. KD's KD. Still abysmal, even though he's making the elephant archers like 650 to 920 as the elephant player. Granted, 277 of those are fishing ship kills.
Yeah, true.
Like Eco Kitty in general, but probably most of them are fishing ships. Which is wood, right? Both systems have crop rotation.
Yeah, that's true, and they're both missing the last wood upgrade too. It's they're very similar civs actually, in a lot of ways.
Both miss one Archer upgrade. Both miss Blast Furnace. Both have a bonus for their docks.
Beto raiding the fishing economy yet again.
What is the bonus for the dock for each civ? Little trivia.
What is the bonus of the dock? Oh, you mean like cheaper docks for Malians? Is that what you're counting?
That's what I'm counting for Malians. What's the bonus for good docks?
Well, for now they can still garrison their fishing ships. I think everything
soon
can
they
do
can
that
garrison
pretty soon,
more.
though, right?
Yeah, but they will be able to garrison more.
Great.
Garrison 10 more, 5 more or something.
What a great bonus.
That's the bonuses. Big fight on the water. Becky! Becky, add dogs, make demos! Let's explode elephant archers again!
True.
Like, actually, there should be demos made by KD here too, to kill the Geppettos and the camels.
a lot of elephants to lose. I guess you can replace them, but you don't really want to. Geppetto sniped the
Democrat is being
traps.
reworked. Ah, okay, that's what you mean. We're losing fishing ships. Don't worry, there's more in the queue. But Backyback is getting control of that lake. And I mean, as much gold as there is on the map, I imagine there's not much left on the land. So if you control both lakes, it's still a huge thing. There's actually not much left in the northern lake either. There's like, how much on the land here? 4k that KD is taking? It's quite significant still. But if you take a look at the lake, there's 17k in that southern lake.
Yeah.
Like, it's bugging me so much that they're fighting on shadows and nobody has demos. Stop queuing fishing ships! Stop queuing demolition ships!
I know. He just keeps pumping fishing ships out into the war zone.
Yeah, they're all dying anyways. It's a waste of wood. I can't believe KD hasn't contested North Pond. He did contest it by walking elephant archers onto it. But yeah, he hasn't properly contested it, so...
Yeah, he gave
I
up
agree.
quite early.
They just decided to have one pond, and the pond are the win cons, which is making this map interesting. There should be less gold on the land and stuff like that, so it's actually... It's taking a bit less long, so we get to the pond win con. But we're getting there now, I think. Even though there's the 7 relics that can keep KD going, but if Becky gets the full control of the southern pond... the elephant archers are standing onto it. Becky could also add some docks there.
He's microing the Geppetto to snipe the fishing ships. He really thinks this is important.
I mean, KD's out of wood. Becky's out of wood soon as well. He needs to make a lumber camp at the top. There's 4-5 villagers long chopping the trees in the north, so that's half his wood income.
My god. There must have been more wood than I thought in the middle area. It feels like they haven't chopped the sides as much as I assumed they would by now.
Yeah, there were a lot of like small piles that I guess they chopped, but people should have really gone to the side piles. I mean, KD is chopping.
What if you send
a little more? Should also refresh his camps though.
Send one siege onager on both sides for Backyback and chop the wood in the corner for KD. Imagine.
As he would have done it minute 5.
I think it's a good idea, actually.
I agree. I think it would be a good idea, but it's super hard to think of that.
Yeah.
Becky finally tried to add a dock, but now KD's pushed past the water again. But he's losing so many elephant archers to the siege archers again. Siege archers are a great asset for Malians here, actually. I mean, that's something they have an advantage over Gajaras. Like, you could make some of your own onager. Nah, not really. There's so much camel. But that's okay, but it's still quite solid composition. Can we snipe the trap? Can we snipe the trap? Stop killing the fishing ships, kill the trap, save the castle! Stop killing the fish! Castle will die, won't it? No, that one camel was tempted to kill it and it decides to attack in Hussar.
I think it has,
Is that the last shot?
He has so much time.
He needs one more shot, 30 HP, there's the last shot. And now he's killing it, of course, after the last shot. As always. And stone is not a resource people have a lot of. The fights are still okay that Backyback's taking it now.
There's still a lot of stone for Backyback to take, if he wants it. He just hasn't been on it.
Oh, his Mindstone is still there. Well, should be taking it to make more castles to get onto the lake. Finally, he has made a dock. And he's making a... Ah! Fishing ship! Both players have no wood, but they make fishing ships.
They just can't resist, man. Alright, here's the question. Does Backyback delete all of these fishing ships when he runs out of gold? Or does he make fishing traps?
He's chatting. He's saying 11 unlimited gold you have. Kitty says yes, because he has the relics, and Backyback's pond is running dry. The golds on land are there. The opportunities were had for both in this amazing game number 4, but that feels a bit like Backyback's thinking about resigning with his chatter.
It does. Yeah, that does feel like a imminent GG kind of chat. He's out of gold in the north. He's got 700 left. That's it.
This looks so scrappy as well with the villagers and the fishing ships trying to mine the last oyster.
There's still 13,000 gold in the south. Backy could still take it, I think. I think he gave up too
another
quickly.
big gold pile on the left corner. There's another land gold with 8k.
Yeah,
8k
true.
in this one pile. That's almost the starting gold. That Becky just hasn't taken, same as he hasn't taken his relics.
There you go down the fishing ships again. Yet again.
I mean, it's kind of important to keep sniping them just so the southern gold is still there and like KD doesn't get all of it.
Surely KD is soon to be out of gold elsewhere, right? Except for the relics, obviously. I guess he still has like.
He's completely out of it elsewhere. Where does he have gold? Oh, some at the front. And the one tile at the back. That's it.
He queued up a demo. It's behind fishing ships, but he queued up demos.
KD did? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
KD's pushing in the middle. Becky has so much gold. Like that left side gold. I think he just hasn't noticed that or something.
Yeah, it's the gold on a desert mini-map curse, I think.
That's why you use elevation map by Deadly Eddy.
I can't believe he hasn't built a single lumber camp in the north yet either. He's been on this wood line this whole game, and he hasn't built a single lumber camp.
Oh boy. Now he's on it with a lot of his. But he's pushing the main base and the resign. No, this was such a good game 4 though. And yeah, KD has the better core gold control, the better position. I still think there were some rooms where Becky could have gone. It's a 55-minute game where the gold wasn't even close to running out on the map. I kind of like that for a change. It's kind of cool. Do we still have 25k gold on the map? And we almost played for an hour in DM. The most gold-heavy thing ever.
A lot of interesting civs would be good here, right? This is like a Roman map. You can spam Centurions forever.
I mean, it's also a good Jara and May map. Like both of these civs.
Yeah, it is. To be honest,
love having
Jara's especially, yeah. I think KD probably could have won this game like half an hour ago if he had just made camels.
He could have won the game, I think, in the start if he just goes camel all in, because Backyback wasn't adding Rex, but he tried to plan to counter Pikeman and therefore couldn't all in. I think there was a mind game still in some directions, but you can see your opponent's build order and then adapt. I feel like that would have been possible. But then we wouldn't have seen this map, and we wanted to see this map play out. And we saw a lot of fishing ships taking gold on this map layout, so that made the game certainly a lot better. And a worthwhile game for Major KD to solidify his position in the top 10 of Deathmatch. And he will have tough challenges ahead next season again, playing against the best in the world.
Yeah, GG's to both. Backy really played very well this series. I think a few little things go differently, and he comes away with a Division 1 next season. So he played really well. I expect him to be contending for this again next season, or at least getting pretty close.
I think he played super well the whole season, and this was a super close set, but if he plays like on the level where he played, say, this season, he wins game 1, and then we get a game 2. Because game 1 was odd, right? He played the other games well, but game 1 was a bit weird for getting that mega FCA.
True, yeah.
That was a gaff, but even with that gaff, it was a very close set against the traditional top DMers, so something to be happy about, I guess, even though you might be angry at yourself for the one mistake.
Yeah, it feels bad when it's a good thing and a bad thing, right? If you are so close against one of the best in the world, right? To say, well, on the one hand, I could have beaten him today, but on the other hand, like I could have beaten him today and I didn't. So it's a double-edged sword.
But you know what's great about this? Take a look at major KD civilizations and which civilization lost and which civilization won.
Yeah. Well, when
Kuchara
rough
is OP!
civ matchup, for the Dravidians, really good civ matchup for the Gujaras. One of the only good civ matchups for the Gujaras.
These Dravidians were played on a proper map and they still couldn't win.
Oh well. Good
What a
thing we're
set,
not
though.
counting the
Like,
stats
really
for the
fun set.
playoffs.
Yeah, I've already pinged Nate. He needs to count them. Kuchara win rate got through the roof now. They got a lot of wins in the later end of the tournament.
They did actually. Their win rate got a lot better as the tournament went on.
After you did that Food's Garden post with the win rates, like Dravidians tanked and Kucharas ended up winning. So you found the right timing for the meme, I guess.
That's why I did it when I did it.